Welcome to Mini Movies. Today I'm going to explain a 2011 live-action film called Gantz. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Kay is a college student looking for a job. He's in the middle of landing interviews, but like most young kids, Kay lacks focus and gets put off by the slightest distractions, such as the explicit poster of a woman on the subway platform. Kay, like any other day, takes the subway. However, this commute is a little different. Kay looks up and sees a figure he instantly recognizes and moves forward to confirm his suspicion. And just as he thought, it was a man named Kato. Kay and Kato exchange glances, but quickly look away, avoiding each other. Suddenly, there's a loud thud, and people start gathering around. Kay looks up to see a man has fallen on the track. At the same time, the PA system announces that the train is arriving. As the man doesn't get up on his own, Kato musters courage and jumps down to help him. However, the man is drunk and doesn't move, so Kato yells for the people to help him. He sees Kay on the edge of the platform and calls to him, but Kay turns a blind eye and acts as though he doesn't hear him. Kato pulls the man up and with the help of the people, pushes him to safety. The train is extremely close now, and Kato is still stuck on the tracks. Seeing this, Kay reaches out to help him, but instead of Kay pulling Kato out, he's pulled onto the tracks as well. The two get up and can only watch in horror as the train tramples them. But to their surprise, they're not dead. Instead, they find themselves in an apartment. They look around to see a few other people sitting on the floor and a large black sphere behind them. Kay and Kato walk around to find clues as to where they're at, but quickly are told by one of the people present that there's no way out. Kay and Kato sit down and start talking about what happened on the platform. We understand that Kay and Kato were friends in grade school, but lost contact. They're firm that the train ran them over, and they should be dead. A person tells them a similar story. He was run over by a car. The conversation is cut short, with blue lasers appearing from the sphere. The lasers start forming a body of a woman, Kishimoto, naked and soaking wet. Once the body is completely formed, she drops to the ground. Kato covers her with his jacket, and there's a tension between him and a perverted man who wasn't in favor of her being clothed. The sphere starts emitting noise and music to get everyone's attention. Once the noise stops, some text appears on the sphere. It tells the present that their old lives are gone, and that now the sphere controls them. It asks the people to kill an alien called Onion Alien, and the sides of the sphere pop open to reveal weapons. As everyone examines the weapons, they're shocked to see that a man, alive and breathing, is inside the sphere. His eyes are closed, and he's not responding to people around him. Kay moves to the back of the sphere to find briefcases, each labeled with the names of the people present. Everyone takes their briefcase, and inside is a black combat suit. Kato asks Kishimoto to wear the suit to cover herself. As she enters a room to change, a man, Nishi, stands next to the door. Kay notices that he's already wearing the suit underneath his shirt. As the group speculates on what this entire situation is, all of them start disappearing just as Kishimoto appears. We find the group has been teleported to an empty street. Nishi informs them that they're on a virtual reality TV show, and the winner gets a grand prize of $100,000. Kay spots the alien, a childlike creature in the background, and a few people, blinded by greed, chase after it. They corner the alien in a garage, where one points the gun he took from the sphere at it. At first, it seems as though nothing is going to happen, but suddenly the alien's arm blows up. When the alien fights back, the group becomes angry, and all of them point their guns at it. This causes the alien to blow up completely, splattering blood everywhere. The group turns around to see a large, shadowy figure standing behind them. One of them confidently walks up to the figure and yells at him. The shadowy figure, with one slice of his hand, chops a leg off the person and picks him up from the skull with one hand. While trying to free himself, the man knocks the wig off the shadowy figure, revealing a larger, stronger onion alien. The group shoots the alien, but it protects itself using the person. The person screams in pain and blows up. Kay hears the scream and approaches the garage. The alien has killed everyone except Kato. Kato slowly withdraws from the garage, and just as the alien is about to strike, Kishimoto throws herself at the alien. This sends it flying through the air into a wall. Kay realizes that the suits enhance a person's abilities and opens his briefcase, but to his surprise, the suit is gone. He then tries striking the alien with the briefcase, but it has little effect. The alien yells in anger and raises his hand to kill Kay, but out of nowhere, the alien is stopped by restraints. It's revealed that Nishi used a cloaking device in his suit and hid, and he was the one that fired the restraints. Nishi kills the alien, and he, Kay, Kato, and Nishimoto are teleported back to the apartment they were in. In the apartment, Kay and Kato confront Nishi, asking him for answers. Nishi tells them that the black sphere is called Gantz. Gantz evaluates the performance of each person after the mission. Those who die in the mission don't come back. A fight nearly breaks out when Gantz flashes a light, and the scene cuts to Kei on the floor of his own house. Since he's back in the real world, he tries to get on with his life, but finds it difficult to do so as he's constantly thinking about what happened. While taking a class, we see a girl, Kojima, sketching Kei's face, which hints that she likes him. Kei sets out to find Kato and figure out what really happened that day. He goes back to where they fought the Onion aliens and finds that the walls were broken during the fight, are still broken, but there's no blood or remains. He also reunites with Kishimoto, who tells him that she woke up in a combat suit. Kei informs her that he's been trying to locate Kato, but has been unsuccessful. Kishimoto then asks Kei if she can spend the night at his house, to which he instantly agrees, and thinks he might have an intimate moment with Kishimoto. Back at his house, Kishimoto tells Kei that her boyfriend left her, and that she committed suicide by slitting her wrists in the bathtub. While preparing for bed, a diary falls out of Kato's jacket that Kishimoto had borrowed from him. Kei and Kishimoto learn from a letter in the diary that Kato had been in juvie and retrieve his address. The scene cuts to Kato having a nightmare about a childlike alien he saw explode. He wakes up frightened, his younger brother sleeping next to him. Kato gets up to wash his face, which wakes his brother. The two share a warm conversation that gets cut off by Kato teleporting again. He opens his eyes to find himself in the same apartment with Kei standing in front of him. This time, there are new people there with them. Gantz plays the music again and informs them about their new mission, killing a Tanaka alien. Nishi arrives too and tells everyone that they'll keep coming back till they die on a mission. Kishimoto urges everyone to put on the suit, and everyone is teleported to a parking lot one by one. A grandma and her son are two people in the group. However, they're killed by the robot-like alien, which fires a blast from its mouth as soon as they arrive. Kei is next to arrive and faces off with the alien. His arm and weapon are slow to teleport, but do so in the nick of time. The blast from his weapon and the alien deflects, and he goes flying backwards, but doesn't die. The alien readies himself to fire another blast, but instead of firing at Kei, he turns his head and fires in another direction. Nishi's cloaking device fails, and he's knocked back into a car. The alien takes Nishi into the parking lot and starts battering him. Kato decides to save Nishi and jumps onto the alien. The suit enhances his strength, and Kato manages to temporarily power down the alien. Kei rushes to Nishi, who's breathing his last breath. Nishi informs Kei that if he gets 100 points, he can revive one person, and asks Kei to revive him. With this, Nishi dies. The alien gets up again and fights the remaining people. Kei's suit gives him strength, and he punches the alien into the ceiling. Kei and the alien fight each other inside a parked car. As the alien is about to blast Kei, he picks up his weapon and kills the alien. A large explosion occurs, which leaves Kei dismembered and nearly dead. However, the 15-minute timer Gantz has set runs out, and all of them, including Kei, are teleported back to safety in one piece. Gantz informs the people that once they reach 100 points, they can either be released or revive a person who died on a mission. With this, everyone is teleported back to their lives, and Kei wakes up in his home, but with the combat suit. Kei uses the suit to practice and becomes really good at it. Kei gains confidence and meets Tei Kojima, the artist in his class. She writes manga in which Kei is the hero and wants to show it to him. Kei loves the comics, and the two become friends. The camera pans to Kato, who is about to enter his home, and finds Kishimoto waiting for him. Kato tells her that he killed his father because he beat his mother, but this doesn't falter her. The group, now prepared, is teleported back to the apartment. Their new mission is killing an ill-tempered alien, a Buddha statue. A monk is present with the group, who falsifies what Kei and Kato are saying. At the same time, Kei and Kato also have a heated argument, but are then teleported to the temple. Outside the temple is the statue. The group approaches the statue, which suddenly comes to life. A few members enter the temple for safety, but find something even more dangerous inside. Outside, Kei kills the statue, and everyone relaxes, thinking the fight is over. But to their surprise, a girl rushes out of the temple with cuts all over her body and dies in Kato's arms. The timer set by Gantz is reset, and the group enters the temple. Here, they find the 1,000-armed Buddha statue, which starts attacking them. Kei is continuously cut, but is saved by Kato. Kato and Kei share a heartwarming moment before Kato heads out to kill the statue. However, he soon realizes that the statue can't be defeated by strength alone. As the statue launches its swords to kill Kato, Kishimoto jumps in front of him, taking the blow and dying. Kato is also stabbed multiple times and is almost dead. Seeing his friends die gives Kei the strength that he needs, and he gets up to kill the statue. He picks up a gun to defend himself. The statue throws a smaller statue on the ground, instantly becoming a giant, tearing through the ceiling. The huge statue tries to kill Kei, but he manages to blow up its arm. The statue swallows Kei, but he fired his weapon from the inside, blowing the statue to pieces. Kei finds Kato in the rubble and tries to keep him alive until the timer runs out. However, he's teleported back and learns that Kato did not make it. In the real world, Kei becomes depressed and can't function properly. On the subway platform, he jumps down onto the track to pick up a kid's hat, but he decides not to get back up and instead commits suicide. Kojima pulls him back from the track just as the train is about to hit him. She confesses that she likes him and wants him to be safe. This reminds Kei that he's alive and vows to earn 100 points to bring Kato back.